Right. It's probably the best thing to start off with is Sir Salem. Where did that name come from?
Originally, it was Salem, and I don't know, maybe a decade after, when I stepped into different genres, I just added the Sir, if I'm honest. The name Salem originally came from one of my boys. Big up my boy Andrew. So basically what happened was I was 15. I had my first radio show on Supreme FM in Brixton with one of my boys. Basically, I didn't have a DJ name. Like I started DJing when I was 13. So
I see. Okay.
I've been DJing for 2 years, and my first radio show was when I was 15. Like I said, I was in the car going there, and I was like, oh, I need a name. Like, I'm going to do a first radio show and I've got no name.
Yeah.
So basically, he said, he just came out of it. He said, you should call yourself Salem. I said, why? He's like, bruv, man, you're like the black cat from Sabrina,
You know
like, because you've got 9 laughs and like there's obviously stuff that happened when we were young. And I never got in trouble for it. I always got away with it. So basically, based on that, he's like, bro, you got 9 laughs, bro. You have to call yourself Salem. So
I'm so glad you said that, because every time when I first heard your name, I was like, straight away, the only Salem I really ever knew was the cat from
Sabrina the Black. Yeah. No, for real. And that's basically where the name actually came from, bro.
Okay.
And it made sense based on stuff and situations that happened. So I just run with it, and then everybody knew me in the ends as Salem, and that was it.
That's it. I didn't even know that. That's sick. Okay, so when did you start producing? Did you start producing at the same time as you started DJing, or was it like?
No. So obviously, like I said, I started DJing when I was like 13 years old. I can't remember how old I was, but I probably started DJing 2009 or 10. And that was basically big up Formula, my bro from day one. I started chatting to Formula on Twitter. Like, we became friends from that. He did one bootleg remix of some track called Boot Install.
Okay.
Yeah, funky thing. And I don't know, we just started chatting from that. Obviously, he didn't DJ at the time. He didn't DJ at the time. He was just producing, and I was just DJing. And then, I don't know, like, obviously getting to know him more, him sending me more tunes, and just like having these exclusive remixes or whatever that he was doing for me and that. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm interested in like getting to know. And obviously, I used to go to his house sometimes. He used to show me some beats on the computer and that. And these times it was BlackBerry days, so we used to talk on BlackBerry bin days. Yeah. So anyway, one day I just said to him, bro, like, I want you to give me the program, innit? Like, and he was using I think it was FL Studio 9 at the time.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he must have sent that over, showed me how to download it onto my computer at the time, and then I think he just sent me 2 videos. Of like 2-minute videos of just like basic
how to make a beat.
Yeah, basic guidelines, and then after that, everything.
But he recorded it, or was it from like a video on YouTube or something?
No, he recorded it for me directly.
That's it.
And then I just started learning from that, and then I used to take my laptops to work on my night shifts.
Yeah. And
just practice, and that's it, really.
So okay. I did ask you to send me some tunes. So is that one of the tunes you sent me? One of the first. Well,
no,
one of the first tunes.
You know what? It's not even really one of the first tunes. It's more when I started to actually learn what I was doing.
Okay.
To get it, because before that, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I put out a free EP, which, funny enough, Scratcher plays to this day, like one of the tunes, and it's like when I look back at it. It's so basic, bro. You know, when I look back at the first rhythm I made, it was so basic. So the one I showed you...
This one is Maker's Mark?
Yeah, Maker's Mark was when, I can't remember the year, but it was more maybe 2 years in when I was more confident in what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, and that preview that I put up on the SoundCloud, it weren't mixed down or anything.
No,
it was
of course,
just it was just a fling down to show people what I
'cause
was
even
currently
like-
working on.
Even when I started, there's a few tunes I put here and there, but obviously there's that one when you're like, okay, now I feel confident enough to show people, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
All right, let's play a little bit of this then. Yo, hold up.
What?
That bass line, bro. I wasn't expecting that, you know.
No, serious. No, see, this is the thing, yeah. This is the thing.
That's on your SoundCloud, yeah?
Yeah.
Go check that out if you want to hear that. That's, yeah.
I've always been about bass, and I think being around Formula, he made a lot of like UK funky bass. You know, when it got into the funky bass side of things. So when I got the tools and that's what I was loving. That's what I was feeling. So 90% of what I was trying to make was them hitting bass lines kind of thing. So yeah, when you heard the drop, obviously, as you just heard, that was the vibe that was on, man.
No, I definitely hit that. Yeah, I feel like Londoners, we're very like focused on, we like a bass line.
Yeah, 100%. Like I need a bass line. Like I love vocals as well, but I need bass, bro. Respectfully, I need bass.
Okay, so obviously you said you started with a bit of drum and bass, garage and jungle, yeah?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the life I started on vinyls. Big up. There was one shop in Bethnal Green called Total Music. Used to be upstairs above something else. I think it was above a bookies, but yeah, I used to go there to buy like my drum and bass and jungle tunes, and then they started selling garage. And there was one other shop in Whitechapel called Pause for Music, where I probably bought my first garage vinyls before I moved on to Bow Rhythm Division.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, garage and drum and bass was the thing when I was young. My sister used to listen to a lot of jungle and drum and bass, so that was kind of where I got the influence with that. And with the garage, I used to hang about with like some guys that are like good, like 3-4 years older than me, and one of them had a set of decks, and like we used to go and chill in his house sometimes, and he used to just play pure garage vinyls, and that was where the interest came of learning to DJ. I'm like, yeah, I want to learn this. Like, I don't know what it is, but I want to learn it.
When you think back, is there a certain tune that you heard and you were like, you know what, this is the tune that made me want to DJ? I think I asked you this before.
Yeah. So basically, in the garage scene, I had a big love for a duo called Tough Jam, which is Carl Toughen Up Brown and Matt Jam Lamont. I know Matt Jam Lamont's still out there DJing to this day. Big up him. But yeah, the track underneath, or what you just snip it, is Feel My Love, Tough Jam. Yeah, banger. Like, absolute banger. I heard that and I was like, yeah, I want to get involved, man.
All right, let's have a little listen to this then. I keep forgetting that the earlier garage, it was more like housey, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I feel like obviously by the time I was listening to it, it was probably like more like
Would you say commercial or like?
like the basically, remember, I think I said earlier, like the garage CDs my cousin would give it to me. It was like the pure garage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely more on the commercial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
side
yeah.
with a hint of the underground.
That's what I'm saying. They'll give you a little splice.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, that one there is real underground house or garage, should we say?
Right. I think you touched on this before, but what was the first radio station you played at?
Yeah, Supreme FM in Brixton. At the time, funny enough, So Solid were actually on the station.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah, so before they moved on and made their own station, I think it was called The Light FM. So yeah, Supreme FM was the first ever station that I started on. To be fair, over the DJ years, a lot of the pirate radio, most of them were based in South London. To be fair, I think I only I did Raw Mission in Bow one time or a couple times, and Live FM was the last pirate station that I was on, and that was based in East London as well.
Okay, so from there, where did you meet Mad One, and where did Divine UK come into this? Because when I first met you, yeah, obviously you were just like, you're like brothers, isn't it? So I was like, I always wanted to know that story. I don't think I've ever heard that.
You know what? It's funny because it follows on from the last actual conversation and question.
Okay. So.
I met Mad One on Live FM. So basically, there's a DJ called Biggs, Big Up Biggs from South London. He must have played one of Mad One's tunes he was on the station as well. And I must have hit him up and I was like, bro, like, who made that? And he's like, yo, it's so-and-so. I'll put you in touch with him. And in terms, obviously, I'm from East London. Mads is from East London. So I used to buck him to buy CDs of like rhythms back then. And then...
Oh, well, you have to do
Yeah. So it was a CD. It went from vinyls to CDs. So,
of course,
like, man had to carry a big case of just pure CDs, and I've still got all of my cases from back then. Like, I've got my funky one, I've got my grime one, like, so they're still there. But so that's how me and Mad One first met. Started buying tunes off of him, got to know him a little bit, and then I came off the station, and I kind of, I don't know, I think I stopped music for a little while, like, and then obviously when I got back into it, like in 2018, after the funky era, should I say, I just hit, like, I was slowly starting to play Amma, like, but more the South African stuff, because that's what I was more enticed on. But obviously there was like certain people making certain things that complemented it in the UK. So I just hit him up and I was like, yo, bro, like, I know it's been a minute, whatnot, any music and that. And then, we just started chatting again. He invited me to his house one day to me and Play to do a set. We sat down, we spoke with him and just said, look, bro, the scene needs you. Like, you need to come back.
There we go.
So,
you know what?
that's basically how the connection. And then obviously over the last 5 years, he's literally become my brother. Like, that's my right hand for real. So yeah, man.
So I just noticed you said you went with Play. So you knew so there's Looney Tunes. You, Loco, RJ, Play.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you knew Play first, or did you?
So basically,
big up Looney Tunes, by the way. Yeah, big up.
I knew Play and Skills. Big up Skills. Skills was in Looney Tunes at the time. I knew Play and Skills from back in the day. So like the BB era of me meeting Formula.
Yeah,
I knew Play from back then. So the same way me, Formula and Play, we all go way, way back. Like, it's not like, we met like in the last 5 years. I know Play probably nearly 20 years now, bro.
Wow, okay.
Literally, I've known him a good, at least 15 years, me and Play go back. So I knew him from back then. And then how the Looney Tunes thing kind of came together, or in general, big up RJ. And I met RJ when we booked out like some studio in... funny enough, it's in Shepherd's Bush. Like, they've got decks there, they've got CDJs, they had CDJs and they had turntables. And it was me, RJ, Play, Skills, Formula, and a DJ called Hotshot. Yeah. So we all linked up to go to the studio and I think we booked it out for like 4 or 5 hours and it was just mixing funky. Like literally everybody's just putting their seat and we was just going at it, that kind of thing. And then that's how I met RJ. And then obviously we kept in touch after that. And then, he said he wanted to start his own thing. He called it Looney Tunes. And that's kind of how I gravitated over to the Looney Tunes brand with them, man.
Yeah, man, big up Looney Tunes. You know what? Because I remember in my old job, I used to listen to mixes, and the first Looney Tunes mix, I think Terminal 4 was on it, and I didn't clock his name on Terminal 4, and I didn't get the references to so I'm like, why is this guy talking about airports? Yeah. Obviously, I clocked that Terminal 4. Okay, no, Terminal 6. He always hypes up the crowd, isn't it?
Yeah.
But from then, that's when I clocked there's obviously for me, I like Amma, I like funky, but when I heard Looney Tunes, I was like, they're playing everything. Not just, they're playing anything that fits within that kind of funky group, you know what I'm saying? Because some nights are more it's strictly, you're going to go and strictly hear Amma, or you're going to go and strictly hear a certain genre.
No, I hear that. And obviously between the four of us now, it's a combination of everything. You can get funky, you can get soulful, you can get tribal, you can get gomp, you can get Amma, you can get the UK sound of Amma, you can get Afro House. There's so many elements of Looney Tunes between the four of us.
And how did you? I also noticed you were close with Scratcher and Tribal Brothers. Did you meet them around the same time, funky times, or was that?
So you know what? It's funny that you should say that. So I know. Funny enough, so I know Raz Laman. As far back as playing that, because you know it is so basically in the funky area, I became friends with Formula, DJ Spooks, Razlaman, Mad One.
I'm guessing you're all east or something.
Razla staff.
But you just kind of connected through funky,
bro. Twitter. Literally, Twitter. I met most of them through Twitter, and we just built a friendship through that.